Recently, the Director of National Intelligence said that North Korea is unlikely to give up all of its nuclear weapons. Do you assess that North Korea's threat diminished since the first U.S.-North Korea summit?
Well, I think the threat has diminished in the sense that we don't see them truly aggravating their neighbors with threats of ballistic missiles, aggravating us. So all of that's positive. If we remember, it wasn't too long ago, a year or so ago, that we were really almost in conflict with North Korea. All of that's de-escalated. That's a good thing. Certainly the nuclear threat is out there, and that's what this second summit's going to be all about, is denuclearization. No, I'm very much in support. I think you change the world through relationships. It never hurts to talk. The first summit was all about getting to know each other a little bit better, feeling each other out. This one, I think, will be much more, a work-oriented with real results coming out of it. And we won't know, till that happens as to what the result's going to be. But I know that going into the second one, it's all about denuclearization. I don't think we really know, exactly what those steps will be. They've quit testing, all of that's positive, but I think that the President and his team are going to want things that are much more specific towards an end goal of total denuclearization. That is a goal that is very lofty, but it is the one that is the only answer that the administration will accept. And so without that, then sanctions and things like that simply aren't going to happen in the sense of lessening.
There's been quite a lot of criticism that this maximum pressure campaign has weakened due to the ongoing dialogue with North Korea. What kind of stance do you think Congress should maintain in terms of sanctions on North Korea?
Well, I think that we need to wait and see what happens as a result of this summit. If there is an effort in good faith to move towards denuclearization. If not, then we need to apply all the pressure that we can and actually ratchet up even more. No, I think they're effective, and certainly there's a lot of companies that, because of the business that they do with the United States, because we are blessed with being an economic power, they don't want to run afoul of the federal government in that regard. So it does have an effect. It's not 100%, but it does make a difference. And again, I think a lot of it will depend on what kind of outcome we have. If there appears to be concrete steps towards denuclearization, then those are things that you can hold off on and apply. But they're out there, and certainly they're things that we need to use in the future, if things don't go as they should. The leader of North Korea is a young guy. He's leading a country that's one of the most impoverished nations in the world. I think there is pressure for him to make it such that that they have an economy. The sanctions do have an effect. They don't have an effect on the political elite of the country, the economic elite, but they do have sadly, a tremendous tremendous pressure, tremendous effect on the average person in North Korea.
All right, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for sitting down with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. Very much.
Thank you.